private money. So this is the private money system, and for the last 13 years I've had to raise private money. Originally it was for ministry, and that's really where I learned how to raise private money. And then I ended up, when I switched to real estate about 7 years ago, I ended up using the same techniques. So I'm going to share with you my failures and successes, and then we'll go through step by step how I do it, so that, you know, given the current situation with banks altering how they're lending and nobody knowing really how much we need in cash reserves, the private money, if you know how to use it, will give you a lot more flexibility in how you structure deals moving forward. And also it'll make it a lot easier to pull equity out of your properties so you can have more cash on hand. So there is no sales pitch at all. This is just a whole bunch of information. So I'm gonna try and cover as much as I can in the time, and then answer any questions. So if you are like me, the past few weeks the world's kind of been flipped upside down. We're not really sure where we're at, and things are changing rapidly. Maybe you feel kind of like this. You know, I could relate to this one, but I'd probably have to add some more kids running around on the floor too. It's a new norm that we have, and we need to adapt, really. And I know private money is a great tool for us to do that. So private money, in my experience, I have built my entire portfolio with private money. I've been a full-time real estate investor since 2013. Still don't have any bank loans. And in my experience, private money is the fastest way to finance deals. You know, the last few deals that I did, it was just a text to a lender saying how much I needed and when, and then they sent the money. It's the easiest. Once that relationship's built with the lender, it's a very simple process. It's the cheapest, and I know some people will argue with me on that one, but we can get interest rates comparable to a bank. There's no fees, there's no points. You can roll in and out of deals, and I'll go through all that. But it's a cheap way to raise money, and it's a very safe way to raise money. You're dealing with people. You're a person, not a number. So, and whether you are just starting out in real estate, or whether you're trying to grow your business and you've been in it a while, or you're very experienced, private money is a great tool to have. So no matter where you are in your career, I would really recommend you try and implement it. So a little bit about me. This is me many moons ago. So this is with my father. He was in GD RIA. Some of the older members or wiser members may have remembered him. He was in GD RIA in the late 80s, early 90s, and he had rental properties, obviously. So growing up, I was always working on rental properties, and I was used to dealing with tenants. I was used to dealing with, you know, the age of houses that we have in Dayton and all those things, but I really took for granted the benefits of real estate, because I was always around it, and I saw more of the headaches. And I think my parents thought that someday I would want to take over their rentals, but what I wanted to do was teach. So I ended up going into teaching, and I taught out in Lewisburg. If anybody's from out in that area, I taught high school English out there, and then eventually my wife and I decided we were going to move to Kenya, and we were going to do ministry in Kenya. And so when we were getting ready to transition to moving to Kenya, that was about when my dad was retiring, and asked if he should save any for me, and I told him to just sell them all. And I thought I would spend, you know, the majority of my life in Kenya. I wish I had known how life would turn out. It turned out a little different than I thought. So we started preparing to go to Kenya, and in that process, we got our budget for the amount of money we had to raise. And
Greater Dayton REIA is a great source of information for real estate investors. You can learn what you need to do to succeed. You can learn the different opportunities that there are in the marketplace, and you can meet a lot of people that know about this from their own experience.
It's a fantastic organization because you can network with more seasoned investors. You meet all kinds of different vendors each time, insurance companies, title companies. There's always a different group of people here. And even though I've been involved in real estate since '99, every time I come to a meeting I learn something different. You could also find contractors here. It's just a really great way to network.
The benefits that I've gotten from Greater REIA over the years is being able to tap into a pool of knowledge from experienced investors, experienced speakers that allow me to overcome any obstacles I might have from what I'm not familiar with.
In GE REIA, we learned that this is a team sport, and being a landlord requires quite a few people to help. In GE REIA, we found our accountant, attorney, property manager, realtor who furnishes the leads for the properties, and I believe the appraisers.
GE REIA in 2010 to invest. The whole team was there. I had a property manager, realtors who had deals, and now I have 4 houses that are all turnkey solutions. I've invested in private LLCs. I didn't bought a note. So by joining an organization like GE REIA, you too can learn how to be a good investor.
And we are an approved vendor with GE REIA. We've been with you guys about 4 or 5 years now, and we love networking with the members, and we're here to help. So anything that they need help with, you can find us here every meeting and ask us whatever questions you need to.